Good evening and welcome each and everyone to the ReNao School today. Very excited to actually invite each and every one of you who has taken time from your life to actually come learn something new today, right? I'm not going to be the host of tonight. I would like to introduce a person, and it's absolutely an honor and privilege to actually call him on stage. I've known him personally for the last 13 years. I've worked with him, I've built with him. Uh, he comes with 22 years of experience in network marketing. He's been the person capable to build multiple markets, and he is the one who's actually going to be helping us build ReNao Global, a global business. So very excited to introduce the vice president of our company, Sonu Sandhu. Over to you, Sonu.
Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Can everybody hear me okay? Yes.
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So, um, I had a chance to come into the last portion of the last training, and like I said, absolutely exciting, absolutely energetic, and when we built this business in the very beginning, we barely had any technology, we barely had tools, and we were talking to people on phones, we were talking to people in a meeting room, kind of like this. Didn't have all the bells and whistles in it. You couldn't record the meetings. You know, PowerPoint slides used to go very slow, and there was no social media when we first started, right? So everything was face to face. Who did you know? Who did they know? Like Mel said, and it when we opened all these markets, people wanted to do something, their way. People wanted to, almost like what they say in America, you're trying to change the wheel. Well, the wheel was already invented, right? People make better wheels, but you've never seen a square wheel, right? It just doesn't work. And, we had to come out with the system, and we had to come out with something that was going to be very easy for representatives all over the world to be able to duplicate to their new people. And once we had created that, the business just took off. And, so it was really getting everybody into simplicity and keeping the business very simple. And, a lot of the stuff I'm going to share with you, it's going to sound so trivial, but it works, and that's where you have to understand that that we want we want everybody to be able to understand it, no matter what their background was, because my background was the restaurant industry. That's where I came from, and I didn't know anything about network marketing at all. I just knew hospitality. I knew, that was my arena. That was my world, and that was my, orbit. So if you wanted to talk to me about hospitality and those kind of things, that's where I came from. But the one thing we learned in hospitality was how to talk to people. And what we learned was how to listen to people. And what we learned was how to get people what they want, because people, in any restaurant that we used to work at, would always ask you, what do you like? What's good here, right? People always want direction. And if you're able to give people some sense of direction, your business is going to grow tenfold, right? And that direction is following a proven system. And that's where the business starts, that's where the business grows, and that's where the business will end, is having a system that's going to be able to duplicate day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Because the one thing that's so great about network marketing, and Mel said it, is that you don't trade time for money here. What you do here is you make money on your own time. Okay. And there's a big difference between you trading time for money and you making money on your own time. And that's when you understand that philosophy and you get to where where you need to go. It's because you can work this business part time. You could, take that part time effort and turn it into full time later on, which is what a lot of people did all over the world. I mean, once everyone's belief got stronger, once everyone's checks got bigger, then all of a sudden people started looking around and saying, well, hey, if I'm making this kind of money with this kind of effort part time, then what's going to happen to me if I put a full time effort into my same business? And a full time effort will give you a full time result, meaning that the more you put in, the more you're obviously going to get out. But the magic in this business happens is because we're in the position of helping others. And, probably no other time in the world is that more important today than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. And people need help. And, maybe it's our mission and maybe it's our job. And, you know, maybe we were put on this earth because someone helped us. And now we have to pay it forward and help someone else. And, you know, going into that mindset is going to explode your business, and it's going to put you in the position to be financially secure, financially free, and time free, right? For you to do other things, for you to enjoy, the hard work that you put in today, and, to, receive the benefits tomorrow and be able to help your children, help your family, help your communities, help, your neighbors. And that's something that, we've been able to do all over the world. I mean, 13 years ago when I met Pradeep, um, Pradeep had no idea about the business. Pradeep had no idea how to do the business. And, he actually always, whenever I came to Dubai, used to always want to change everything. He didn't like anything about this industry. He didn't like, and I'm going to share this funny story with you guys, but he didn't like the way the system was. He didn't like the presentation. He didn't like anything. But the one thing that he liked was he was helping others. And that translated into him helping himself and his family. And the checks just got bigger. But our way of doing it, he didn't like. But then slowly, he started to see the value. He started to see the benefits. And then what ended up happening is you add your own flair, you add your own mix, you add your personality to what's happening, because that's important. Your individuality has to shine, right? People believe in you because they know you. The belief to the company comes after you, right? And then, people will start to understand what the company is, what the company's about, who's in the company, and how is everyone in the company having success. But, everything will start with you. And, you know, and when in the very beginning, when Pradeep was trying to change the system, he was having a very difficult time. He was having a very hard time. And, he was doing twice the work to get the same result. Really, probably even more than twice. And, little by little, we, started working on Pradeep. And, you know, 13 years later, look at what he's achieved. Look at where he's gone, and look at the growth that's happened. But he invested that time into himself to grow. And, everybody wants to do it their way, and that's fine. And you want to do things your way, but start with that foundation of what we're trying to do. And then add your flair, add your personality, add the ability to get to know people. And, the fastest way to do this business is find out what somebody wants. Don't even say one thing about the company. Don't even say one thing about the compensation plan. The next person that comes in front of you, just ask them, why are you here? Oh, well, I want to make money. Okay. That's pretty general, but you want to make money. What are you going to do to make that money? Are you going to put in 3 hours a day, 5 days a week? Are you going to put in 8 hours a day, 4 days a week? What is your goal, right? The more information you get out of people, the easier it's going to be for you to close. Because they're going to give you a laundry list of what they want. And you have the ability in this compensation plan to get everybody every single item that they're going to ask you for. And then you just show them exactly where in the compensation plan that position is, and say, okay, well, you want this, it's here, it's this rank. How do you get to that rank? Then you work backwards and just say, can you bring two? And we'll teach them how to get two. We'll teach them how to get two. And it just goes all the way. And it's really that easy. And what you're actually doing is you're taking a lot of the negativity out of somebody already, because they've told you what they wanted. You didn't tell them what you want for them. They're telling you what they want for them, right? And a lot of these things can be, you know, taken taken in the very beginning, and then, so, that excuse, well, I don't know, well, that excuse, well, I've never done something like this. Well, I never went to school before, but at some point in time, I had to learn how to go to school. At some point in time, I had to learn how to speak. At some point in time, I had to learn how to eat. At some point in time, I had to learn how to get dressed. These are things that people have to learn. And there's no difference between that and this business. You're learning something new because you want to grow, right? Knowledge is power for one reason, is because it always helps you grow. It always helps you move forward. And so, as more and more people you introduce this business to, the better chances you're going to have to help more and more people, because by you asking these questions and by you helping people realize what they want is achievable in this company. I mean, it's achievable anywhere if you put the work to it, right? But some avenues are easier, some avenues are harder, some avenues will give you better results. But at the end of the day, it only takes two here, right? A 2-year-old said, get two, get two, get two, and make money. And that's really the essence to the comp plan. It's always been that way from the very, very beginning. And it's the same too, whether you're in the UK, whether you're in Sudan, whether you're in Dubai, whether you're in India, whether you're in the Philippines, whether you're here in California. That number doesn't change. It's the same worldwide. And, what's really, really exciting, and the fastest way for you guys to grow your business, is you have great people in your business already. And by helping them hit some goals, your goals get hit. And go in your genealogy, look in your back office, and start this way. Look down and see who is team builder and who isn't. The people that are not team builder, your goal first, get them to team builder. Second goal, help those two people get to team builder. They become executive. So by you helping 3 people hit a rank, you just created 3 new ranks in your business. You have 1 brand new executive and you have 2 brand new team builders, right? Now those 2 team builders help them get to executive, and just go down. It's just the same thing over and over again. Help everyone get there too. Some people do it faster. Some people do it slower. Some people will do it when they want. Some people won't do it at all, right? And, the people that are not motivated to do anything, should take 10% of your time. The people that want to do something, you want to focus 90% of your time. But what's absolutely incredible about people that want to do something is you didn't ask them to do anything. They came to you and said, I want to do this, right? I want to have, I want, 10 people in my team said, I want the mega match. 5 people in my team said, I want the mega match. 3 people in my team said, I want 1 star, 2 star, whatever it may be. And the more they come to you with their goals and ideas, the easier your job becomes to work with them and to help them achieve that goal. The difference between a dream and reality is just one thing. It's hard work. Put in the effort, your dreams will become reality. It's that simple, right? And the more we condense this business, the easier we make this business. And along the way, we have a little bit of fun. People will see that energy, people will see that excitement, and people will actually start to gravitate towards it. Because, I saw people making millions of dollars on stage. I didn't relate to anybody. But when I went to my first meeting, there was one guy in a room of 5,000 people. He got up and said, I was a waiter at this restaurant, and in my first 30 days, I made 2,500 US dollars. And I stopped dead in my tracks and I was blown away. Everybody else had big watches, big Rolexes, diamonds, all this crazy stuff, expensive cars. I didn't relate to any of it. I related to one guy out of 5,000 people, and that guy was somebody that was in my industry. And the first thing I said was, listen, if this guy could do this and make that kind of money, oh my God, what am I going to do in this industry? Right. And that was it. That was my click. That's what turned the lights on. And, and it was just that simple. And, when we used to do these meetings all over the world, you would have people from so many different backgrounds, engineers, doctors, lawyers, motivational speakers, this, that. I mean, you name an industry, it was in this company. And you name a background, it was in this company. And the one thing that everybody had in common wasn't their degrees, wasn't where they lived, wasn't what school they went to. They had one simple, basic fundamental, which was to go out and help others. Everybody had the same philosophy. Let's go out and help someone. And when that happened, the company took off, everyone's business took off, and it's something that I've believed in. I've traveled all over the world for it. I've helped people in so many different countries and so many different markets. And it's not because I did anything special. They were the ones that came to us and said, hey, help me do this. What do I need to do to achieve this? And we showed them the way, we showed them the plan. And, it was really that basic. And, this is not going to be some kind of rocket science. This is not going to be some kind of magical thing that you have to do. It's just really, really keep it basic, keep it simple, keep it short. And the other day, when I watched one of your guys' meetings, um, I walked away. I walked away for 20 minutes, and I came back, and the meeting was still at the same place. And I turned around and I was like, why? What's the point of this? You live in a TikTok world. You live in a world that people have an attention span of less than 5 minutes. If you can't say what I want to hear in 5 minutes, I don't want to hear you speak. That's reality today, right? Watch TV. Everything is a soundbite. Everything is, it's a tease. It's a teaser to get you to watch a show. But I don't even have time in my day to watch a whole movie on Netflix. It takes me days to finish one movie on Netflix because I have so many things going on, right? And there's days where, I'll take a couple hours to myself, and even still, trying to finish one movie in one sitting is virtually impossible for me, right? So those are the things that I have to realize that I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste my time. I don't want to waste Mel's time. I don't want to waste Pradeep's time, anyone's time, because that's rude, first of all. And second of all, I have better things to do with my time because time equals money, right? I'm investing my time to make my money. My time that I invest is because I'm investing in each of you. I'm not running to an ATM machine. I'm investing my time in you and this company to help each of you grow. As your growth develops and goes forward and forward, that opens things up for what we have to do on the backside to give you the best compensation plan, to give you the best products, to give you these incredible promotions, to see all of you at these trips. The travel, not to change the subject, but the travel agent called me at 4 a.m. today and wanted to talk to me about your guys' trip. And so I talked to him. And then at the end of it, I just told him one thing: whatever we've talked about, write it back to me in WhatsApp, so I just remember our conversation, right? And I asked for a lot of things, and he said he can do whatever I asked for, and he wrote back the conversation. And I was sitting there looking at it this morning, and I'm like, okay, well, we're on track. So these kind of things are something that this business doesn't turn off. The internet doesn't sleep. You know, traditional businesses are open from 9 to 5, 9 to 6. Have you ever heard the internet close at 6 o'clock? Doesn't, right? Does your phone turn off at 6 o'clock? Your phone turns off when you want to turn it off, right? A lot of the reps around the world, whenever we used to do meetings and whenever we used to do trainings, their phone would ring in the middle of the training, right? And they used to get so nervous. And I used to tell them, get up, go answer your phone. And they're like, no, I'm disrupting the meeting. And I told them, I said, you're disrupting the meeting by not answering your phone, because you don't know who's on the other side of that phone. You don't know if that's the next person you need to go help, right? Always answer your phone. It's not rude to answer your phone. Excuse yourself, go answer your phone, because it's not about that. On the other side of that phone is money for me. On the other side of that phone could be someone that needs our help, that deserves our help, because they're asking for our help, right? When you do things for others, great things happen to you. And you always answer your phone. Keep it basic, right? Keep it simple. And this is something that we've done a lot of great things in Dubai. The Friday system in Dubai. I was talking to Pradeep last night till I think 3:30 in the morning. The Friday system will be back, and as like I told you guys when I announced the promotion, things are slowly starting to open up around the world. Things are slowly starting, maybe not get back to the way it was 15 months ago or whatever it was, but you're starting to see hope, and you're starting to see things are gonna, good things are coming our way, right? We're going to be able to go to a restaurant and sit and have a meal. We're going to be able to go and see our friends and see our relatives that we haven't seen all this time. We're going to be able to do things that we were doing before. And you know what? That opportunity is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And, so if you don't see it now, when are you going to see it? If you don't look forward to what's about to happen, when are you going to see it? And that's something that getting your two will help you see what's about to come forward. Get two new. Always get two new people. Your goals should be to get two new people in your organization every week, every month. Whatever your timeline is, help two new people and watch the magic will happen. A lot of your team has been there. Maybe some of them don't understand what's happening. Maybe some of them don't understand how to do the business, and maybe they just need a little bit more help. And there's plenty of people here to help everybody, right? We can do Zooms whenever you guys need, right? We can do trainings whenever you guys need. We can do events whenever you guys need. But if you don't ask for it, how is anyone supposed to know it, right? And the one great thing is that we're able to communicate all over the world sitting in a room like this, right? I'm in the UK, I'm in Dubai, I'm in India, I'm in the Philippines, but my physical address is Northern California. I don't have a passport, I'm not on a plane, but I'm talking globally to my new friends and my new colleagues, and I'm getting to know what you guys need in your markets, and I'm getting to know what you guys want to see in your markets, and those things will come to fruition, because at the end of the day, we're all working for the same goal. We're all working to help each other grow. And growth I learned, my growth came directly from Mr. Mel Gill. Mel, Mr. Mel Gill helped me grow in levels that I never would have imagined 15 years ago. 15 years ago, you told me I would have walked out of a 10 million US dollar restaurant for one of the biggest chefs in this country, and my whole career path would have changed and went in another direction. I would have told you, you guys are crazy. I would have said, there's no way I'm giving up this lifestyle. There's no way I'm giving up this. And you know what? I gave it up, but I never went back. Never went back because you know what? I found something better. I found something more rewarding. I found something that to me I was missing in my life. I wasn't helping anybody in my old industry. And once I caught that bug, I haven't let it go. And that's something that I can honestly say every day. I get up in the morning, and you can ask Pradeep this. I used to call these guys at 5, 6 in the morning. Who are we going to talk to today? Who are we going to help today? Wake someone up. I want somebody to wake up right now so I can help them. You can help them. And we would do these crazy 3-way calls at 4, 5, 6 in the morning Dubai time. And we would take people out of their comfort zone, and we would turn around and say, okay, who do you know? What do you know? You think you know it all? Well, if you know it all, then come here and show us what you know, because maybe we don't know everything. Maybe we don't see everything. But what I do know is simply this, is that we have something here that you can benefit from. We have something here that not only will you and your family benefit from, but others that you introduce to this company to, they'll be able to benefit from. And how amazing is it? You're at your homes and you're able to do a global business anywhere you want, right? We're not asking anybody to jump on a plane and migrate to another country. We're not asking anybody to pack up their families and move to another country. We're not asking anyone to leave their families behind and go to another country. We're simply asking, who can we help today? And those people that want help, there's nothing more better in the world than to go out and actually try and help them, right? If you can't help yourself, how can we help you? But just by someone walking up to you and asking for that help, making that first step to seek help, then it makes our jobs a lot easier. And then that new person comes to the company, and that new person gets to experience the power of two. Get your two. There's so many people in this company that don't have their two yet. Our job is to help them get their first two. They achieve success. That success is just the first stepping stone into many other successes you're going to have in this company. Some of you have done it faster than what I'm talking about, right? To hit 1 star in 1 week, you helped more than 2 people, right? When I wrote that in the compensation plan back in 2000, when was it? 6, 7, something like that. Something crazy like that. It changed a lot of dynamics in the company, but it also gave people, what people need more than anything is a roadmap, right? Imagine you're driving in the countryside in the UK, right? Today you have GPS, and GPS will take you from point A to point B. We didn't have GPS back then, right? Imagine a world with no social media, no smartphones, right? Everybody had stupid phones because all you had was an analog phone, right? So what people needed more than anything was directions. How do I get from A to B? So we gave everybody an old school roadmap, right? Those paper things that a lot of people in this generation don't even know what it is. If I hand a map to somebody in their 20s right now, they'll look at it and be like, what's this? I don't even know what this is. But if I give you a roadmap for what you're asking for, and you tell me I want to make $1,000 US in my first month, Well, where is that in the compensation plan? That's that's you getting to, helping them get to, get to executive. That makes the beginning of that, right? That starts that very beginning. And that can be $50 to $200 for the direct sponsor, and then the executive bonus. So you add that, right? And you get your two, they come on that big package. You made $400. You get to executive, you made another 100. You're halfway home, right? You got 5 out of the 1,000. So a faster way would be do that again. Get 2 new people and go executive all over again, right? Now you're at $900, but now you have cycle volume that came in there to make that other 100 up, because you can only get the executive bonus once, right? Their teams are growing, your teams are growing. You made $1,000 quick dollars. Bring 5 new people into the business, you made $1,000. There's so many different, it's like a recipe. There's a basic outline to the recipe. And what do we all do? We follow the recipe, and then we add some little things that we like, right? Just to give it our own flair, to give it our own taste. There's no difference in this. We'll give you the foundational recipe. Add your extra ingredients to it. It's all it's going to do is make the dish taste better, right? It's all it's going to do. And that to me, because I have that restaurant background, I always go back to the restaurant industry because people understand food. People, it's a part of our daily life. We always have to eat food, right? And no matter what the analogy becomes, no matter what um, the correlation becomes between what they're doing and what we're doing, there's always a bridge, and it's up to you to find what that bridge is for that person. You're an engineer. Here's network marketing. And on the face of it, when you look at it, there's not a bridge on this earth that would bring an engineer to network marketing, right? So you have to find that bridge, and you have to bridge these two worlds together, right? What is that bridge? It's us helping you to have you help others. And if that common thread spreads throughout every company, guess where every company would be? Every company would be bigger, better, because why? We have great people in the company. You're the heartbeat of the company. You're what gives life to the company. It's not us. It's not the compensation plan. It's not the product, right? People think because you have a great product and you have a great comp plan, all of a sudden some fairy is going to come and spread some magic dust and the company is going to be $1 billion company. I can show you companies with amazing products and amazing compensation plans, and they weren't even in business for 1 year. Why? What's the difference between them and us? What's the difference between them and the next company? What is the difference is leadership. What is the difference is the team. Our team is different than your team. Our team is going in a different direction than your team. Our team is going out to help mankind. Your team is going out to help only you. And when that happens, your business can't grow. Your business will never grow. If you turn around and look at the next person as, that's my sale, that's my qualification, I need this guy to be 1 star, you'll lose in this business. Ranks, income, levels, it comes on its own. You don't have to chase that. That'll come. That's the easy part, right? That part is the easiest. You don't have to do anything for it, right? The computer counts everything for you. You don't have to sit there and count anything on your fingers. You don't have to sit there and draw circle after circle, and you don't have to do these kind of things and make all this artwork and say, oh, if I have a team of 156 people, guess what? I'm going to be this. No, you just need a team of 2. And if everybody keeps getting their 2, the 156 comes naturally. It comes on its own without you having to put that much effort into it. Look, the bigger the team becomes, you're not going to be able to see all those people so far down. But because you've given everybody that foundation and you've given everybody that system that we brought to Dubai, we brought to the UK, we brought all over the world, it takes care of itself, right? So, you'll get to know your organizations. You'll get to have meetings, like they just had in the Philippines. Those meetings will happen in every market that this company is in. The Friday system in Dubai, it's coming back. That Friday system will be in every country in the world. I promise you it will be. In India, we used to have 30 business presentations in the entire country daily. No Zoom. I'm talking about physical meetings. Yeah. Some meetings only had 10 guests. Some meetings had 20 guests. Some meetings had 50 guests. Some meetings had 100, 200. The kids in Bangalore, India, they used to have 200, 300 come to the presentation. That didn't happen overnight. That happened, after a while, but they consistently, as the team grew, they brought two, they brought two, they brought two, and all these numbers started to grow. And guess what? We were having such a hard time finding new hotels for them to do the presentations in, because every hotel in this one area that they were doing the presentations in only had room for 50 people. Well, they grew that out. And then what happened was they used to actually have all the guests stand outside the meeting room and put all the guests inside. So there was no representatives in the meeting because there was no more space, right? And then they would call and we'd find another hotel in whatever it was. But in that growth happened because we just asked everybody to go get two new people.
Mr. Sonu,